Maharashtra has a large number of SMEs, almost 1,66,000 of them, and but this is a small percentage as compared to the actual numbers which are there. I think it's only 40% of the entire sector which is registered with the government, that is the Industries Department, and a large portion does not register because they don't get any benefit just by registering. This we come to realize after we've done the census also of these industries, and even when we are forming the clusters, we find that most of them are outside our radar, and that's why many times they are not able to avail themselves of any of the benefits that the government has to offer. The cluster program, it's a Government of India scheme, the MSc CDP cluster development program, wherein when more than 20 small scale industries in a geographically contiguous area are present, they can come together, form a special purpose vehicle which is a not for profit company, and 70 to 90% comes as subsidy with 30 to 10% contribution from the members of this SPV. And we have seen that several small scale sectors have transformed themselves once they have come together, because when they are individually operating, they are competing with each other. When they come together, then they are collaborating. So that's where their strengths get pooled and they share their knowledge base. For example, we have the Resin cluster in Sangli, fully operational with a common facility center, and one of the first. Most of them are farmers who are above 60 years of age. These are farmers who have turned industrialists. Earlier, if their grapes were not processed within a fixed period, these grapes would go bad and they could not sell them in the local market. Now they have realized, they went abroad as part of the soft intervention, and they found that there's a market for these poor quality grapes also. In the common facility, they are processing them, packaging them in an aseptic manner and exporting them. And when they are processing them in the common facility, there is an increase in their productivity and profitability by 20%. Similarly, we have a range of clusters in garments, jaggery, kokum, mango in the coastal areas, fly ash cluster in Chandrapur, textiles all over Maharashtra, textile and garment clusters, Nandurbar, Nawapur, Dhule, Malegaon, Bhivandi. But the point is that they are at various stages, because for units to come together and stay together and then pull in their contribution, it does take some time. It requires a lot of trust and confidence building. But once they come together, their common problems which they face, they can be addressed, because like say for these engineering electrical components, they have to go to Surat, Gujarat for their testing facilities. Whereas if they are able to come together, they can have that facility right where they are in the same district. And for the leather, they have to go all the way to Chennai. So we have been persuading with these sectors to come together and take advantage and benefit of this scheme. And I see over a period of time, after seeing some of the successful ones, the others are now coming back and making an effort to take advantage of this scheme. And I think for the SME sector, the problems which they face are with the regulatory framework also. See, for a large scale enterprise, it's easy to comply with the various regulations. But for a small scale enterprise, it's by and large one person with maybe 4 or 5 other support staff. So I think rationalizing the legal framework in which they operate is very important, and that's also one of the initiatives. And when they come together as a cluster, they are able to articulate their problems better. They are able to put forth their problems in a rational manner, sector wise, which otherwise individual units were not able to do so. Similarly, the industrial associations, some of them have shown their interest to facilitate the SMEs to take benefit of the various incentive schemes which are being given by Government of Maharashtra under the new Industrial Policy 2013. So the Bombay Chambers of Commerce and Industry has shown its keenness. Similarly, banks are also in a way are more comfortable when it comes to financing members of clusters or clusters per se, because the proportion of NPA in these clusters is less. When they stick together, there is a kind of guarantee for the bankers also, that these people are not going to run away, and their financing, this credit is safe in these hands, and so it's a win-win situation for everybody. We have been looking at even the micro sector, like rag pickers in Mumbai and other such people, where NGOs are only trying to do something for them. The State Bank of India has come forward to open zero balance accounts for them. They may not have anything in their accounts, but it's a first step towards financial inclusion, so that their comfort level to go to a bank, avail of credit increases. Otherwise, now they are outside the government network, outside the banking network, and nobody is actually looking at them. Maybe few NGOs working here and there. So these NGOs have brought this to our notice. So such initiatives are there, and it's possible only if the units come together, people come together as clusters. Change per se, the thing is, when people come together, the knowledge is shared. You find that when initially they would start with a single product, but when they come together, the number of value added products also increase. Like for instance, this Jaggery cluster, they have tied up with the local university, Shivaji University in Kolhapur, and the number of products now is almost touching 30. See, so the capacity to innovate, the capacity to think beyond their regular methods of production, that I think enhances. Also, now they have decided to go organic for the sugarcane cultivation. So they'll brand themselves as organic Jaggery and Jaggery products. So these kind of things are possible only by way of clusters. And the other thing is, which we are trying to do, is have incubators for helping new startups, because I think there are several youngsters out there who want to set up their own enterprises, but they get lost in this entire gamut of rules, regulations, procedures. So they need facilities where they can try out their ideas. They need a place where they can just plug and play. So these kind of facilities are we are trying to set up in Maharashtra, though Kerala has done a lot of good work in this area. I think this is one area we are trying to address now, that's also required. And active participation of various industrial associations, I think that will also help us to address their problems. The other thing is with regard to the sick SMEs. Sick SMEs, we need to have proper exit policies for them. So Government of Maharashtra has came up with the amnesty scheme, wherein if a new management takes over and pays all the outstanding principal amount, the rest of the penal interest and penalties will be waived. So we hope that several sick units, closed units, would be able to take advantage of this, and industry becomes much more vibrant in future. See, I think in this transition from agriculture to industry, that's one thing which struck me as something new and innovative, because if you see in cashew, this sugarcane to jaggery, raisins, grapes to raisins, and turmeric, they are thinking of coming with value added product called curcumin, which they'll extract, which has a huge market abroad. So our exports will increase. In fact, they say they already have inquiries from China for this kind of a thing. Similarly, in all this kokum, mango processing kind of places, there's a lot of innovation which is happening, and it's actually farmers who are becoming industrialists. So earlier it was thought agriculture was a separate thing, industry is a separate, they exist in isolation. But I think that bridge has been established, and in spite of not being really maybe tech savvy, they have hired technocrats who can help them bring in IT to bring in transparency in their cluster operations. That is also, imagine farmers, they have now become industrialists, they use IT, and I think that's a real progress. It has a lot of potential, the sector. What it requires is just a little bit of maybe facilitative environment, which Government of Maharashtra is trying to provide by way of various incentives and schemes.